Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Uranium Energy Corp, and quickly on the large time frame we are tracking here a triple 1-2 setup where we have a 1 2 1 2 1 2, and that is about it for the larger time frame. But here after the last 1-2 setup we actually continue. We have another 1-2 and yet another 1-2 setup that developed. Now this could overall be something slightly different, and it would kind of make sense where maybe this is instead of wave 1 and we are building a larger wave 1 in a leading diagonal in an ABC. This could be very reasonable. This could be another ABC that is developing, and then this would mark the end of the third wave, and then we would get a fourth wave that could develop in many different ways, and then the fifth wave that would be another ABC that would push even higher. And then this would be another complete 1-2 setup. But the way that this chart develops makes me really want to be prepared for something much stronger and bullish, because looking at this structure and how after this strength that we had here we reset a little here and then push and continue even higher. So this was already looking like a great third wave to the upside, but then we get a small retracement and we push even stronger than the previous movement here. And I am thinking of scenarios I want to be prepared for, and here I could see that this is actually a 1-2 and then this is another 1-2 setup, and then this would continue to push much higher, and then this would be the actual third wave that would be developing. Now I know it seems a little bit unrealistic, and it may be overall it would be another 4 series of 1-2 setups, although this time we do actually see that the steam is picking up and pushing even stronger. But as I said, there is the other interpretation where this is developing as a leading diagonal that's overall still quite fine, as long as it makes 5 waves to the upside and we then get the third wave. That is completely fine. We are overall trending higher, forming higher highs. So it's not like we stay, as on the energy fuels chart, below the highs of previous tops in wave 1. So yes, it did happen for a while, but then we retraced and we broke above it, and then we got an overshooting B wave in this case, which is generally quite bullish. It's an indication that the market is impatient to go and push higher and form new upsides. But for now, in the shorter time frame, before we get ahead of ourselves, in the previous video we had just reached the 23.6% retracement level, and I was pointing out that we expect at least one more low to the downside, and then I could count this wave C complete, and that could be the entire correction. And yeah, it seems we did follow through. We already broke above the typical resistances that we would have looked for in continuation. Regardless, I don't need this yellow interpretation anymore. Maybe I will do a replacement and make this the yellow interpretation, where this still turns out to be an ABC pattern that takes us lower anyway. But honestly I am more likely prepared for upside in this area, and I would say that so far we have maybe a 1-2 1-2 and then another 1-2, and then this would be a first third wave to the upside, so I could provide a support zone for a wave 4 as long as we don't make a new high. So this would be it, between $10.30. Oh, my scroll is not doing good. Down to around $10 level. If we break below the $10 level, I would actually find it more likely that this was instead a B wave top, and I would be looking for more downside. But before or until we actually get that, we can still track the upside here. And here on the larger time frame, I do want to add a couple of scenarios that I want to keep in mind for this area. And firstly, I would add this as a blue scenario where this was a wave 1 up, and this is another wave 1, a wave 2, a third wave up, and then like this, where we could expect, if we bottomed here, for this next third wave to the upside in blue to reach $14.5. Now, I'm not saying this is the interpretation that plays out. Depends on how the sentiment develops overall, and the overall market sentiment is taken into account as well. But yeah, that's one way it could play out. And another one would be this idea that I just mentioned earlier, where this would be, let's say, a red interpretation, where we would be looking to complete only an A, B, C here in the third wave, and then we would be looking for a larger fourth wave, and then one more fifth to complete the next 5-wave move. But overall, I am decently hopeful that we can create quite sizable upside in continuation on this chart. I do really like how it is playing out. Even in the more bearish interpretation in red, it still is possible that we start and continue our large uptrend from this area. But for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.